Hey all, and welcome back to the HFC playthrough of Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Tanner's back from his holiday trip, and I've plumb forgotten how to be a Spider-Man and do everything that a spider can, so let's hope I don't faceplant right into the concrete. Let's go.
Just in our previous part, we were going around to amusement parks, and I was like, man, I sure want to go to an amusement park. And yeah, so I went to like 3 amusement parks in Japan, which is sort of why we've been gone for a bit, because once you've been in Japan for half a month, you sort of need to get back to normal life, because boy, it's strange in that sort of different world.
Well, don't worry. I've still got all my moves. Oh my god, I can dodge. I'm basically Ben Reilly right now. It's okay when, he takes over the Spider-Man role, but people had an issue with Miles, I guess. I suppose it's because Peter was dead at the time,
That would be a reason why I think more people would be okay with it. But speaking of, what did you think of his portrayal in Across the Spider-Verse? Because I know it's a bit controversial.
I gotta say, I wasn't really a fan. I don't know. I think the dude did a good job with what he had. That's Andy Samberg playing him, right?
Yeah, it was. Personally, I think I thought it was funny, but in my eyes, I just view it as another, funny alternate take, not really meant to be the version of him,
How could you have a reasonable reaction to something different?
You know what? It's just me coping. I'm just huffing that copium.
Yeah, I guess you must be. Woohoo, etc.
So one thing to talk about is in our time away, there has been a big patch to the game. So we'll have quite a bit to talk about with some of the changes that came with that. Would you like to hear about some of the changes I have with the big ol' patch notes?
Ah, the patch notes. The notes that... I'll go over the patch. Well, we're actually heading to a story sequence right now, so belay that, and we'll talk about it afterwards.
Smart man, smart man.
Yeah. Not really, but, I've been doing this Let's Play thing long enough to know when to talk about stuff and when not to talk about stuff. I guess it wouldn't do to walk in through the front entrance.
No, I mean, as cool as it would be, people would be like, yo, didn't you see Spider-Man going right into this building? That might give hints at who he is.
Harry, when they told you to do a flip, I don't think they were being particularly kind.
Come on, let's see what else this thing can do.
Do you think maybe a little voice in his head told him, hey, if you jump off, you'll be okay? Or do you think he just jumped off and was like, I wonder what will happen?
What are you doing?
Hard to tell, really. I don't know if this is the first time or not he's been experimenting with his venom powers.
So, Spider-Man? You told MJ, but not your best friend?
Oh, right, yeah. The last thing we did was the whole Coney Island adventure.
Yeah, I get it. And that kid you're tutoring, he's the other one?
A lot happened while you were in that tank.
Yeah, there's a black Spider-Man now. That's new.
I know. Nice and gentle.
Cool. Well, don't worry, we're rich. We can fix it.
Yeah, I mean, when you're rich, you can fix anything, including relationships.
Debatable. Alright, take 2.
Damn it.
Seriously, it's one little tendril, Harry. You don't need to go the whole hog.
You know what? Maybe that can be his gimmick. He'll be the guy who's just the big, muscly bruiser, We got the swift Spider-Man, and then we got the big hulking guy. Like some kind of, a thing, a goblin. I don't know. I'm putting words together.
And we'll call him Poison.
What the hell happened here?
We're fully clothed.
Do you think
we were just
he'd be okay if it was
doing some
that?
experiments?
Do you think his dad would be fine with that?
Dr. Connors.
Well, that's a really funny thing in, like,
Took the day off.
modern writing. They can be evil, but Lord forbid they be homophobic.
Take days off.
God, that's literally, there's a One Piece villain that's that, where he's like the biggest, baddest guy, but even then he's like, well, my, son wants to be a son. I'm calling him my son because I'm evil, but I'm not that bad.
It's a weird kind of... Oh, boy, I think a certain side quest is starting.
Oh, this is
Hey
exciting.
guys, I'm getting a strange spider bot signal.
You got that too?
I'm a coming.
Genki, you testing something? I was just about to call you guys. A bunch of them just pinged the network out of nowhere.
Where are you?
Using some funky wireless protocols.
I'll check it out and let you know what I find.
Ooh, hello, little spider bots.
So, this is one of the coolest missions. I love this so much.
Yeah, it looks like something from the future.
Man, almost like from the year 2099.
Bunch of spider bots just appeared out of nowhere. Genki thinks that finding all of them will solve the mystery of where they came from.
Putting info to the Spidey server.
Got it. I'll keep an eye out for more. Send me the data when you find them.
Now,
I'll try to track down the mate.
if you're paying attention, you can probably guess where this side quest leads to. So, yeah, look forward to some
MJ.
crazy multiverse
Very nice
shenanigans,
dinner
I think, in the
for
future.
And we may have had too much pizza.
As soon as I saw
really nice.
the pattern
Just like the good
of
old
the
days.
explosion, like of
So
it
I
them
gotta know,
spawning in, I'm like,
what's
alright,
Larry's radio
I know what's going on. Because the one thing that happened was is the first one I got was the generic spider bot. So because of that, I'm like, oh, like what are these? Are there just gonna be spider bots? And then the second one was a multiversal one, and that's when I was like, oh baby, oh baby.
Going back to those patch notes for a second, there are a couple of spoilers that I might be discussing here, so if you guys don't want to be spoiled, maybe, I don't know, skip ahead like 15 minutes or so, depending on how long the part is, but why don't we start with the non-spoilery stuff, Tanner?
Yeah, for sure. So the big thing, they added New Game Plus, which is something that a lot of people wanted to have. New Game Plus that lets you, play the game again, play the game on harder difficulties, keep everything that you've unlocked, keep certain features as well, which we'll get into some of those other features as we move on, of course. One of the interesting things is your suit tech. You'll actually be able to unlock both of the ones in slots where you normally pick one or the other, so that's a lot of fun. Changing the time of day in the post game, that's a nice new feature because I know people complained about that. As well as there was a lot of accessibility options added. Some of them are just kind of stuff that, good for people that aren't us. Screen reader options, audio descriptions, those are nice to have. But even some other stuff that's really cool, like being able to customize a lot more of the UI and allowing the motion controls for aiming. So if you want to aim with the motion controls, you're a Splatoon player, you can start doing that, as well as disabling the touchpad in combat. So if you're someone who, accidentally presses pause in fighting games, this will be the one for you.
I saw a ping over there, I see it.
If the reports coming in from Brooklyn are to be believed,
Thankfully, they're quite easy to see the epicenter of.
Ooh, the Spider-Woman bot. Love the look of this one. Wonder what MJ would think.
Never loved the color scheme of it. I think the red, black, and yellow is a bit garish in my eyes, but I know it has its fans.
Fire engines flying through the night sky.
Yeah, that's very nice, Jonah.
Spider-Man at the center. Where they can talk
Going back to a few more things here, because there's quite a bit. A lot of patch notes, but an interesting one is the webbed suit, which is, I think, if I'm correct, the web suit is the Tobey Maguire suit. That one apparently got updated textures, so they revamped it a bit to make it look a little nicer.
Alright, do I have that here? Is it unlocked? I'm not sure.
I don't think we have that. I think that one comes later.
Yeah, for sure. We did get a couple of new suits, though. One being the Hellfire Gala 2022 suit for Peter. Then for Miles, he also got one of those.
I didn't like these when they were first revealed. I think they both look kind of bad. And then I looked at the 2D concept art, and I'm like, oh wow, this is just a case where these are really good, like, 2D designs that don't 100% work in 3D.
Their costumes must be cut from the same
They're nice references, but personally, not the biggest fan. There was actually 2 other suits that were also added as DLC for charity as well, so you could purchase those. But I also think those are not the best looking in my eyes. But,
Yeah, was it the flying fresh suits?
yeah, they're very much going for that like cool 70s 80s sort of look, but I think it's just a bit garish for something that should be cool like Spider-Man.
We got a photo opportunity here. Sorry, I need to use you as a cushion because I forgot how to land.
You know what? I'm sure they have Spider-Man insurance. It's just a part of living life here. I'm correct. I think this is the bridge, actually.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Not bad.
Mwah. Taking pictures of bridges was one of the things I did quite a bit in Japan.
Ah, the Manhattan Bridge. Can you believe they started building it in 1901? Finished in 1909. I thought it was old when I was a kid, but now it's just amazing the history that's in the city.
If you see any of those spider bots sparkling, you be sure to let me know, Tanner.
Will do for sure.
Hey, Spiders. Got something for you. Head to this location.
Felicia?
Ooh, hello, Black Cat.
Heard some chatter about the steel foundry.
Get
in
back to this in a
Williamsburg
sec.
off the radio I swiped from those hunters. Sounds like tombstones there.
Huh.
We could use your help.
Thanks. Glad you're all right.
That's the next story mission, I believe.
Yeah, I did. Figured I owed you one. Both of you. Even if the other Spider-Man couldn't be bothered to make an appearance.
I'm busy, okay? I work a 9 to 5 job now.
We've both moved
Well,
on.
technically, like 2 9-to-5 jobs, right?
There he is.
1 9 in the morning, 1 9 at night.
Tip. Not sure I'd...
Spider-Man, thank you for coming. I'm looking for my grandpa Earl.
Oh, this is one of
He
the
kept
most
talking about meeting
wholesome
someone here.
missions in
Now
the
he's
game.
gone, and
This one is really
please
good.
help me find him.
Any clues on where he might be?
Just this picture. He was staring at it all morning.
Oh, this looks
We've been there with Felicia, actually.
Funny how that works
This was
out.
taken 60 years ago. Around the same time of year, too.
Oh, I like the glowing on the suit. I didn't notice
I'll
that
find
until
it.
we got a
Don't worry.
close-up.
Please hurry.
Yeah, the hands and feet actually have like a cool glow effect to them, kind of a cyber pattern.
Or
I will. Don't worry.
Alright, we got it. My suit tells me everything I need to know. And then later, it will do the same thing.
This is the place. No
And it's
Grandpa.
literally right here. She could have
Did you
walked.
leave any hints behind?
Scanning for Grandpa. We're getting closer. This is actually one thing that they changed in the accessibility. When you're doing the scanning, they made it easier, some options to make it easier for people to find these points. So you could add audio, you can add vibration, you can really make it so that you can tell when this stuff's going to be in the area.
Okay. To Earl from Billy.
Hey, he's not at the zoo, but I found a note addressed to him that says something about a botanical garden.
my grandparents used to take weekend walks through the botanical gardens. That has to be where he is.
I'm coming, Grandpa.
You know, as a kid, I'd hear like, oh, we're going to a garden, and I'd be like, this is so boring. But now that I'm like an adult, and I can just like hide away from the world, man, gardens are nice.
You don't appreciate it when you're young. Peter, please.
The substance analyzer should do the trick. If I isolate the compound, maybe I can create a trail that will lead to Grandpa.
Any excuse to do science, eh, Peter? Oh boy, here we go.
So one other accessibility feature related to this is that a lot of the minigames were not skippable previously. Now you can skip pretty much every minigame if you would like to. Obviously, you have to put it on in the options. But specifically before, you couldn't do the ones that had the haptic feedback. So this one will let you actually now skip them. I think you can destroy the red ones themselves, and as long as they're not the ones kind of holding stuff together, you should be good.
Right, yeah, good point. I was too focused on these little Cocoa Puff crispy things over here.
These little things that look like it's made out of the same moon cheese from Wallace and Gromit.
Oh, cracking cheese, Gromit. Nope.
Dang it. Let's see here.
There we go.
Just like Lego, you just need one piece holding on to it and you're all good.
Done. Hey, he isn't at the gardens either. But I found his inhaler and was able to science my way into creating a trail I can follow. I'll let you know when I find him.
Oh no, really? Please hurry. He needs that thing like he needs lungs. Lately, I've been so
So do you think any kids played this and were like,
Sometimes
man,
taking care of him.
why does Grandpa have like an ancient vape?
The scent of Grandpa, we must follow.
All I wanted
Also,
was to sit with him.
yeah, I'm kind of cringing into non-existence over here, Tanner.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
It's, you know, it's just one of those things. I haven't really seen kids with inhalers like that in like ages now. Like they if they have them, they're a quite different design. So I wonder if kids would even know what that is.
For sure. Man, he walked far.
Yeah, Grandpa was schmoovin'. We just look, and Grandpa's just like doing like Ocarina of Time speed run, side hopping across everywhere, just ha 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 ha.
Or like add a flash step or something.
Yeah, Alucard backdash, you know. All right, who put Grandpa on rollerblades?
Yeah, just pushed him down the street. Hey, there he is.
I found your grandpa by the lake. I'll sit with him until you get here.
You did? I'm on my way. Stay right there.
Hey there, sir.
Spider-Man? Whatever you think I did, I didn't.
I've come to take you in,
My
Grandpa.
daughter asked me to find
Just you just see the finisher prompt appear above him.
Tell her I'll be back in a minute. I proposed to my wife here. Right here, where we sit.
Wow, really? I have to ask, how'd you propose?
First off, we had to go to
I
the
never
zoo.
noticed that before.
Never
Peter
met a
asking
soul
for
who
proposal
loved animals
advice.
more than that one.
Ooh, yeah, I didn't even
was
think about that.
terrified. I meant to ask her at the meerkats. She said they reminded her of me.
Did they also wear glasses and move at the speed of sound?
I couldn't see.
You know what? There's worse animals to be compared to.
Left the zoo and just kept walking. Ended up here. She... If you saw her, man, just perfect. But clumsy. Nearly fell into that pond there. Face first.
Like one of them
You
old
are the
anime
one,
girls, you know?
Spider-Man.
Clumsy is a cute trait.
Yeah.
I was a meerkat, she was a duck, Spider-Man.
Beautiful. Nothing more beautiful.
You think a meerkat and a duck can make it happen, Spider-Man?
Well, I'm a 6-foot-tall Spider-Man, and I'm dating a redhead with a very strong chin, so...
Nothing gets you ready. Nothing.
Like how we're counting redhead among the animals.
Well, you gotta really.
Like I'm living it all over again.
Oh,
All nervous and sweaty.
I'm only joking to take the sting out of this scene.
And I look
Yeah,
into
it's
her eyes and
very real.
like
It's
I'm home.
authentic,
I
right?
was so nervous that day, Spider-Man. Almost didn't even ask. It's like I blinked, and she's gone.
I'm sorry.
You said my granddaughter was looking for me? Let's go see her.
I should have guessed you'd come here. Sorry we lost track of each other.
And now we're gonna tag team finish you.
It was my fault for wandering off. But Spider-Man took good care of me.
Aw.
Had a nice chat
In so
about
many
you
ways, like, this is what Spider-Man is about.
Yes.
You love this spot, huh?
The idea of these small moments with people. I love the idea of Spider-Man just being someone that everyone knows. People can go, "Hey, Spider-Man, how's it going?" And he stops and talks with them. You know, I think that is the beauty of Spider-Man that sets him apart from other
If you
heroes.
don't eat that sandwich, they will.
Yeah, I want more side quests like this in the next game. And the games after that as well.
Let me tell you, I just watched a video breaking down why Spider-Man Lotus, the fan movie, does not understand what Spider-Man is, and it's because the opposite happens in that fan film, where Spider-Man trauma dumps on a 8-year-old cancer patient.
Thanks for the tip.
That's certainly a counterpoint to the 90s series where Spider-Man takes a dying cancer patient swinging to make her happy.
I think that was literally trying to adapt that scene, and they completely missed the point.
Spider-Man can wait. Miles can't.
All right. Just keep in touch.
Hold on.
This conversation is never going to end because there's so much to do. Alright, what's on the science agenda today?
These wind turbines are tiny but mighty. Once deployed on high altitude currents, they are a potentially self-sustaining source of clean power. Eventually, they'll
Potentially being the keyword there.
Never mind, look, it'll turn it into Tornado Man. Man who uses tornadoes.
I think I can get
You joke, but that I'm 90% sure that's literally a Marvel villain. Like, I've seen, he has like a torpedo head. I've seen him.
Here we go.
Yeah, we gotta get higher.
Can we get much higher? Going back to One Piece, you know, the memes.
Huh. Web wings alone aren't getting me enough lift. I need a little push. The intersection of Court and Montague is super windy. I've certainly lost enough papers walking through there.
Who would have thought that New York would be the key to sustainable living?
Right? There's many things about New York, and sustainable is not a word I would use to describe it.
This is really high.
Actually, I really enjoy this mission because it is very much a mission that lets you go, hey, how high can I get in this game? And they're basically making a mission where they say, yeah, this is about how high you can get in this game. Don't worry, we'll let you learn the limits.
Fly free, little turbine. Kabam! One more.
Ooh, nice. You got 3 in 1.
I'm returning to the authorized area. I'm just having fun.
You can have authorized fun wherever.
With spider powers, you can go anywhere.
We could revolutionize wind as a power source with these. Just imagine.
And then a big company gets a hold of it, and then they make it so it requires a subscription to use, and then they go out of business, and oh,
the compromise not on my watch.
Talon drones attacking the turbine. I've got to stop them.
they're like free energy, not on my watch.
I will make them pay for disrupting science's progress.
We need to charge for energy. That's the whole point.
You guys again? I really wish we'd stop meeting like this.
Stay out of our way, and we won't have to.
Oh, really?
You really have to wonder, why are they doing this? What possibly, you know, why are they against the energy here?
I think it's more that we were attacking their birds more than anything.
Okay, that's all of them. Now to get this turbine back in place.
See ya.
should make sure Dr. Wynn sets up some turbine security for these.
Yeah, just like put miniature mounted turrets on each of the turbines.
I'm sure that's not dystopian whatsoever.
Another job done for the OG Spider.
That's their problem to deal with.
Miles,
Just don't
let me
commit
take this
crimes.
one.
You'll be
You're
fine.
gonna miss your essay deadline.
What if...
If Lee's there, I'll take care of him. Spider-Man can wait. Miles can't.
Miles has waited 3 times already, Peter.
Keep in touch.
Hope Felicia's lead was right. Gotta get to Tombstone before Craven crosses him off his list, too.
Yeah, we never did follow up on that Tombstone thing, but in the meantime, Prowling.